Hi everyone, welcome to the Plague Pit, and for this video I will be showing you how I make and also how I install my single-ended with a couple of double-ended synthetic dreadlocks. So, if you want to learn how to do all that, just keep watching. Okay, so this is how I started out, going with two different colors, more of a violet lavender color, and then with a deeper purple. This is how I started out, and this is what I attached to the back of the chair with a little clothes hanger and ponytail holder. And just, I start back combing it all. And, there are other videos that are more informative, but this is just what I do. And the kind of hair that I use is 100% Capella hair. It's they're steam sealed when we get to that stage, but what I'm doing here is I'm making transitional dreadlocks, and sometimes when I can't get this top to really condense, and it takes a lot of back combing to get them how you want them or how they need to be before sealing. And you always go through and you smooth them back out, because you don't want any of the big roller coasters, as I call them. Like when you pull your hair up in a ponytail, and if you don't have a brush, you end up with the little messy roller coasters. So this is the part that takes the longest, is the back combing. And I use two different combs for this. Just to get it started, I used just a little fine tooth rat tail comb, and I twist it every so often so I can back comb every angle, every side. And I learned how to do these just from watching videos on YouTube, so there are plenty of videos that are probably a lot more informative than my own. And I've heard a lot about wool dreads, but I personally don't like the look of wool dreads. I understand that, they're better in so many ways. Capella has its own pros and cons, as well as, wool dreads have their own pros and cons. For me personally, I just don't like the look of them. They look too fat and fluffy for my taste. But I know a lot of people prefer the wool dreads because you can actually dye them. And with the synthetic hair, there's no way to dye them the way the color that you want. But that's the beauty about Capella. It comes in several different colors, and you can pick it up at any Sally Beauty supply. That's where I got mine. That's where I got my hair from. I've even done regular colored ones. I think I did a set of brown last week for one of my nephew's friends. So, and I got paid for it, so it was kind of nice. He supplied the hair because I'm broke right now. Really broke. MC Hammer broke. Yeah. But you just got to keep doing this until, and this is about the point where I switch it out. And like I said, if I can't get, I just have a pack of little crochet hooks here, and if I can't get this top bit as tight as I want it, because I don't want the I don't want it to come unraveled at the top. And basically I'm just, this set's going to be all single-ended, but I take the smallest one and I just kind of pull strands through. I know it looks a little manky, but this is just something that helps me secure the top of my dread, because you get to a certain point and you're going to make, sometimes if it's not cooperating, you can get some pretty loose looking loops, and I don't particularly like that. So now I'll switch to my aluminum rat tail comb, and start teasing it big, or trying to do tighter, a little bit tighter on the back combing, making sure I smooth it out every so often. I find making these to be extremely therapeutic for me. It's just, I like working with my hands, and I don't care if they turn out to be perfect. I personally don't want my dreads to be machine spun and look perfect. I like them to look a little rough, because that's just what I prefer. And I think I am to the point where I'm happy with it. Just do a little bit more back combing. See, this has already taken almost 7 minutes just to get it back combed and ready to seal. And how I test to see if it's really ready to be sealed is I will, hang on, just a few more. Still feels a little loose in areas, like right there. You really want to get that back combing deep in there. So, that feels good. It feels good. Now, this is the part where we start to twist. And yes, my hair elastic will spin up and spin with it before it starts getting a good uniform twist. But that's fine by me, because that way it will help get a good tight twist on it. And it is ready to seal. So as you twist, try to get as many of the loose hairs, roller coasters, to lay flat as much as possible. Like I said, they're steam sealed, so I have a little bucket with a wash rag, and I just kind of lay it over like that. It's wet but not dripping, and then you just press your flat iron to it, keeping a really good tight grip on the hair, because you don't want it to unravel before it's sealed. And I try to twist it in between hitting it with the flat iron. And I try to wait until the steam kind of dissipates, where it sounds like it's calming down. And yeah, so I mean, these are pretty simple to make. So I just kind of try to run my hand over it and just keep going. And yes, they will shrink up quite a bit. but you do kind of want to make it to where they're bigger at the top and taper smaller. I mean, sometimes mine don't work out that way, which a lot of the times mine will look like it's the same from top to bottom, but once you actually install them and install them and wear them for a few days, you notice that the seal will start to loosen, but it won't completely unravel. It'll still hold its shape. It's just, it makes it look more realistic, in my opinion. I like mine to look a little rough, just so they don't look really, really fake. I mean, yeah, they're all fake, but it's nice to, you know, pretend like they're real, as if our hair would really grow purple. I mean, this isn't a Little K. Hamilton novel, is it? Unfortunately. But yeah, you just keep doing that until you have your whole dread sealed. So this is probably where I will end up fast forwarding through the video. I'll show how to do, you know, a couple of more, but it'll be, you know, sped up. And then, you know, once they're all done, I can put them in. And I apologize for the lighting, but my living room only has like one light, and it's over the front door. So yeah. And I probably should explain, you don't want to let go of it at all until the whole thing is cooled down, because you want the seal to hold. So you'll need to, you like to do it as you like it, you know, or you have to hold it until it's cooled down. Don't let go of it until it's all the way cooled down, or else you run the risk of the whole thing coming unraveled, and then you have to start all over again. And don't worry, that's happened to me before. I've had to restart a dread when I've gotten almost halfway through. See, it's completely cooled down. Now I just take the hair tie out from in the middle of it. Oh God. Oh. And you know, you want to be careful not to loosen up your loop. But there you have it. A completed dreadlock. I'm really sorry about the lighting, but it's kind of got that candy cane thing going on. Now the next one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to take a little bit of my lavender hair. God. Yes, this hair is very long. And I'm not going to do anything with that right now. I'm just going to, so I can get some of my purple. Trying my best to keep them separate, because this one is going to be, well, actually I don't know how I'm going to do this one just yet. I'm just putting it all together right now. Then I bring my chair back into frame here and tighten my hair tie onto the hanger. Okay. Move my bucket just a little bit here. Okay. I'm gonna try to get this to where. Alright. Okay, yeah. Now with all these, I'm going to be making just single-ended because I found that I prefer the way single-ended dreads look and the way they install. But that's just, you know, my personal preference. I don't think this is going to work out like I was hoping it would, but just have to back comb them separately, which is going to take forever because you want to keep the colors, or keep the two pieces of hair separated as best you can. This one I put a little bit more force behind to try to create that knotted end at the top. And of course, do the same thing here, which a part of me feels like I should really kind of just braid them together, and go from there, but you know, I'm always experimenting, and I'm always experimenting with how I do my it keeps going in and out of focus. Eek. Probably from all the movement, but that I cannot help. This is, you know, movement based. And I kind of, you know, try to go back and forth between the two until it is complete. I'm trying not to get my other lavender hair that's hanging over my chair mixed in, because that would just be horrible. Excuse me. So yes, these are a long process. That last one took about 15 minutes just to complete one. But I mean, given that I was talking and working at the same time, that probably added a few minutes to it. But, you know, I have all the time in the world right now. Not to mention that, even though you're sitting still, or you're sitting down I'm sitting down when I do these, but holy hell do I break out in a sweat. Which doesn't help that it's 70 degrees outside today, and it's been raining and storming all day. So, yeah. Can't fucking believe that. Day after Christmas, and it's, you know, summer weather. Mother Nature needs to get back on her bipolar medicine, like now. But what can I say? I'm not going to go into my conspiracy theories right now. Okay, now I'm a little zoomed in here, but turns out my back is not going to let me finish my transitional two colored purples. So I'm just going to go ahead and I will be putting my red and black ones back in, and I will be adding, some of the transitional purples that I've made so far. But yeah, here's how. Yes, my hair is thin, and it needs to be, my roots need to be bleached again, but I can't be bothered with that right now. So what I usually do, most of these are going to be single-ended. I take the biggest crochet needle that I have, or crochet hook, however you want to say it. Get all this hair out of my face, and take a very small section, and this is just to help me get the hair through the loop. I work the hair through the loop, release it. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's not long enough to go behind the ear. Oh well. And I mean, usually it's a good idea to try to pin your hair back, depending on which side you're starting with. I always start in the front, but I usually never have to pin mine out of the way. Okay, so take this little section, split it into two, and we're just going to braid it to where the dreadlock is the third section of the braid. And yeah, it always works best to... Oh, you have been hiding in here. My cat was hiding under the bed because it's storming. But yeah, you just, braid it around. Ugh, stupid hair. And I always make sure that my hair is completely clean before I do this, because I don't want any kind of products to build up on the dreads, because that's something that will really, it can ruin your dreadlocks. So when it gets harder to braid it around, I just try to wrap it around as much as possible, and then I will secure it with a little rubber elastic band. If my other hairs would stay out of the way, it would be so much easier. And yes, there are times when it will cause your dread to seem like it's coming undone, but I find that if you just kind of get it fixed up where you want it, just kind of can twist it back into its shape. You can see I still have some flyaways here. Take another little elastic, and what you're basically doing is you're walking it down the dreadlock, because you want all your little hair, you don't want little fibers sticking out from your natural hair, which I mean come on, you can see where the blue the blue sticks out no matter what I do. But I'm one of those that I don't care that the dreadlocks don't match the color of my hair. So yeah, that's one. And I've got a lot more to go. So I found one of my double-ended solid reds. There's not much of a difference with the double-ended, except for the certain way that you do it. I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way, but you know. Yeah. So what you do is you take it, you know, whichever end you want, put it there. And how I do it is I do a cross like this, hold it tight, and then I bring this other one over. And then that's when I start my braid down this side. No hair. Get back in your spot. Okay, so I've been at this for about 45 minutes now, and I've gotten all of the top part of my hair done. So it is a long process to get them in, and if my hair was longer, or if I had more hair, like if I actually grew out my sides, I don't even want to know how long it would take. Because my back is screaming at me right now just from the 45 minutes or so that I've spent on my hair. So it is, if you have back problems, it will be a little tedious and a little painful, but I think it's worth it because I like having, I'm calling this my unicorn hair because I'm adding in the purple amongst the red and black. So, and these purple ones kind of remind me of Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. Though my daughter tells me the only thing I'm missing is pink in there. But I'm not a pink person, so I just pay attention to the dark and light purple as Twilight Sparkle. So, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, give my back a rest a little bit, and then I get to start on all this back here. Yeah. Which is a pain because, just because the angle that I have to do it at, it's frustrating. But, again, it's totally worth it once it's all finished. Okay, so I have finished them. There is a lot of them. Here in the back, I actually doubled up and put 2 single-ended on 1 braid, simply because I wanted more volume back in the back. But yeah, there they are, completed, completely installed and everything. So I hope you found this video helpful if you are indeed, you know, interested in learning how to make your own synthetic dreadlocks. I love mine. It's one thing that I definitely don't regret doing, is learning how to make these and put them in. Because I've done so much dyeing and bleaching to my hair that I feel, since you're just braiding these in, I'm not really doing any like true, really like chemical harm to my hair. Yes, when I take them out, there is some fallout from it, but it just looks like a lot more than what it is, because usually, you know, you shed hairs every day, but when you have your hair braided into dreads, that hair that falls, that you know, comes out every day, can't shed naturally, so that's what you lose when you take them out, is what you would have lost on a regular day for however long you keep them in. But yeah, I love them, and I do wash them. You just have to be very careful. because they do get heavy. With it being Kanekalon hair, synthetic hair, that does add weight to you, or to your head, even with them being dry. But when you wash them, oh my lord, it feels like your neck's gonna break, but it won't. Which, I mean, it's completely up to you whether you want to wash your hair while you have them in or not. So I usually, you know, I'll do like a light shampooing once a week, but whenever it's time to when I take them out, that's when I do like my full scalp treatment with I use tea tree oil mixed with olive oil as the carrier oil, and that helps keep my psoriasis calm for, you know, at least, you know, within at least for a week. And yeah, but I always make sure that my hair is completely clean when I first put them in, just because I don't want anything that could build up on them to, well, build up on them. So yeah, I will do another video on how I style them depending on what mood I'm in. Right now I just have them kind of just pushed back out of my face, because yeah, I just got done with them. And it literally took like 2 hours to get them done. It's pretty sad, but it's worth it, in my opinion. But yeah, takes 5 hours, about 5 hours to make them, and then another 2 hours to put them in. So yeah, usually I'll make them all one day, and then the next day is when I'll put them in. But yeah, and so yeah, I hope you found this video informative. I hope you liked it. Any questions you might have, leave them in the comments below. You want to see more of my videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Right now I'm undergoing some channel changes, so I may, hopefully, I may be able to actually get on a regular posting schedule. And I really want to start doing live stream chat sessions at least once a week. So yeah, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.